A shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, we want to give all honor, praises, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is a couple brothers from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. I'm the brother Yatabia Wa'ala.
I'm the brother Shemayim.
We came together through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to, push out the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And, we got an article lined up, and this one's going to be entitled roughly a fire is coming. All right, because when we go into prophecy and we understand America, all right, known as Babylon the Great in the Bible, is going to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. All right, it's the second death, as it says in the scriptures. All right, but I'm gonna bring this article out and we're gonna hit some precepts, and Lord's will, it's edifying. But this is from gbnnews.com, and this was dated June 22nd, 2023. And it says, this is the headline. It says, Putin warns new weapon that can carry 10 nukes will be deployed for combat soon. It says, just reading a little bit of it, it says the missiles can reportedly reach the UK in just 3 minutes from Russia. And Putin has warned that Russia's new deadly missile, which is capable of carrying 10 nuclear weapons, will be deployed for combat in the near future. It says, speaking to military graduates in the Grand Kremlin Palace, the Russian president threatened the West with his new 208-ton nuclear Satan II missile. All right. The huge missile, which is known as Sarmat to Russians, has experienced humiliating development delays, but now Putin said launch pads for the 15,880 miles per hour rocket will be put on combat duty. All right. It says, reading a little bit more, it says the missiles, which are the size of a 14-story tower block, can hold 10 or more nuclear warheads, enough to decimate territories the size of England or France in just one strike. It says, but that's pretty much it. So you get the idea, all right? Hey, this place, the destruction that's promised to America, all right, it's coming. Okay, this place is going to be utterly destroyed, and Putin, all right, or Russia, which is the modern day Medes, is going to have a big hand in destroying this place.
That's right.
All right, so you got a precept, bro?
This is Jeremiah 49, and I'm gonna start at 13. All right, but the point is in, I believe, the next one over. But I'm gonna start at 13. It says, "For I have sworn by myself." So the Most High sworn on his own self, man. So that means this is a sure thing. This is, what the Lord is about to do. It says, "For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that Basra shall become a desolation." All right, and Basra, that's like the chief place of Edom, and in this modern time, the modern Basra is speaking of America. All right, this is the land that the Lord is going to make a complete desolation. All right, I'm gonna continue to read. It says, Salakia. It says, Salakia. Where I left off? Oh yeah, 13. "For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes." Yep.
Hey, and that's what's coming here to the land of America. All right. Hey, the scriptures say there's this place, all the elements are gonna melt. Lord's will, we'll get that precept. Hey, but there's not gonna be anything where you can recognize America as being a civilization. All right. Hey, this place is gonna be utterly wiped away.
It's gonna be unrecognizable in the kingdom. And it's going to be a reproach, because in the kingdom, everybody's going to be passing by that desert, and everybody's going to know like that place was where Babylon the Great was, and that's what the Lord did to it. The Lord made it a desolation for eternity, forever. It's verse 14. It says, "I have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together and come up against her and rise up to the battle."
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got, different ambassadors, different heathens, and the Lord is putting the spirit on them to come up against this modern day Basra, which is America. All right. And this is prophecy being played out right before our eyes. All right. The war, the end all wars, World War III. The Lord is the one that's orchestrating these things. The Lord is putting that war spirit, on Putin and on these different leaders. All right. Because, the Lord's purpose is to judge America, to destroy America, man. All right.
Yeah, I got a quick one. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. And the heading is Babylon will fall to the Medes.
Mm-hmm.
It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yep. And like the brother brought up, the modern day Medes, those are the Russians.
Yep.
Okay. And the scriptures say the Lord is going to stir up the Medes. All right. So that's going into the Lord putting that spirit of war, man. All right. To the point where you're not going to be able to, buy off these different nations. America's not going to be able to buy off these different nations. They don't want gold or silver, man. Really, they want to bring judgment. All right. And that's the reason why these nukes are being produced at this rate, man. We're currently in a nuclear arms race.
Yep.
And that race has started ever since the first nuclear bomb was created.
Yep.
Because those missiles got to go up.
Yeah. And it's the spirit too. It was just a couple years ago when Trump was in office that they got rid of that last nuclear arms treaty, which it was with America and Russia, which supposedly limited the number of warheads that they could make. But who knows what these the leaders were doing behind closed doors. But ultimately that got done away with because they scrapped that whole deal.
Yep.
So now what do you think's happening? They're running up those numbers.
Well, Putin, I mean, he just said he got a missile that has 5 nuclear
10. It could fit up to 10 nuclear warheads. All right, so that the technology is constantly being upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got what over there, Iran, which is one of Russia's friends. All right, and they're always going against America, which they're about to be nuclear capable if they're not already. But hey, and that's why the whole climate is the way it is right now. You see Russia having that war with Ukraine, but who's backing Ukraine? All right, who's over there just poking the bear? All right, who's sending money to Ukraine? Okay, there's all this talk about all these different weapons that America's sending to Ukraine.
Yep.
All the NATO nations, trying to basically just stir up the bear, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Russia. There was another article, which I was going to get that one too as well, but it says Russia's putting nukes over there in Belarus, all right, which is another close nation to those NATO countries, because Putin's going to get ready to pop off, all right, but we're reading it. This is prophecy.
Yep.
It says back in Isaiah 13 and 17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And so Russia don't care about any gold, any type of money that America has. All right, that's not Russia. When the Lord puts that spirit in them to just destroy, that's all they're gonna do.
Yep.
It says, verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Okay, and so that's exactly what's gonna happen. This place, and when it goes into the bows, if you can receive it, those are talking about these nuclear, this nuclear arsenal. All right, specifically the silos that shoot off the arrows. All right, they're gonna be shot off over here in America, and they're gonna, what does it say? No pity on the fruit of the womb. So they're not gonna care about any of the people over here in America. Sure. All right, even if these people in America try and cry, to Putin, it's not gonna matter in that time. All right. Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and you can read the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened? Fire and brimstone. Okay, it was utterly destroyed. Now, that same technology, the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has let Esau harness, which we can grab that. What is it? He has created the smith.
Yep. The blow with the coals.
Yep. He has give Esau that technology to harness, but to ultimately what? To be used for his work. All right, and we're gonna grab that, but it's gonna be the same as Sodom and Gomorrah. And Sodom and Gomorrah was utterly destroyed with fire and brimstone. All right, to where you can't even recognize it today.
Yeah, in America, the wickedness have surpassed the deeds of Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
Yep.
So the Lord is gonna the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah, that's gonna be nothing compared to what the Lord is going to do on this scale, because Sodom and Gomorrah was just small cities, and then you have the surrounding cities. But America is one huge city, like this whole landmass, in comparison, man. So that's the reason why there's so many nukes being built.
It says, well, you want to grab that real quick?
Yeah. Let me see.
I'll finish off from here. Verse 20, it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." So this place, when it's all said and done, all right, and this place is nuked, nothing is gonna live here, all right, except the unclean creatures, the owls, like the scriptures say. But there's not gonna be any people that are gonna live here again. All right, it's gonna be a desert.
Yep. And just like Sodom and Gomorrah now, like Esau, he actually found that land over there, and it has the highest concentration of sulfur in the world. Over there in that land, and it's uninhabitable. You can't even plant anything there or drink the waters there. It's through.
Yeah. It says, but verse 21, "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there." So all these wild, different beasts. It says, verse 22, "And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged."
Yep. How much more now?
Yeah. Hey, so this place, America, it has a set measure of time to where the Lord says, okay, finally he's gonna let Putin, all right, and the rest, like the scriptures say, the rest of all those who bend the bow, just send those nukes off and destroy this place. All right, but it says that time is near to come, so we're living in that time. There's a reason why now in our time period, all right, in our generation, they're running up nukes. They have this nuclear capability. We just read it. Putin is about to put into his arsenal that Satan 2, whatever they call it, that has 10 nuclear warheads. All right, they're not doing that for no reason. They're not doing that just to say I got it. They're about to use these things.
Yep. Because the Lord is sharpening his sword. So the Lord has it firm within the minds of these leaders to really get this thing going, man. To really get World War III going, man.
Yeah.
That's the Lord sharpening his sword. Because then you notice within the past 5 years or so, maybe more, there's been advances in nuclear technology.
Yep.
Because I remember when they first came up with the super hypersonic missiles, man, that was a leap.
Yeah.
Now they got the hypersonic missiles. Now they got a missile that got 10 nukes in one missile, man.
And it's hypersonic.
That's the Lord sharpening his sword, man.
Yeah. You can't do nothing about it. And the apostles and elders went over it time and time again. America does not have a nuclear deterrent. Okay? They don't have anything to combat these nukes, all right? They don't have a missile defense system.
Is outdated.
Yeah.
The one they do have.
Exactly.
And that's prophecy too, because it says in Joel the 2nd chapter that they shall fall upon a sword, but nothing is gonna happen to it.
Yeah, they're not gonna break their rank.
So that's the missile defense system.
Yeah.
Failing, which is prophesied.
Yep.
What you got though?
Yep. What was that in?
I got Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Yep. So this proves that this is the Lord's technology.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and that's a spirit. That movie Oppenheimer's coming out.
Oh, yep.
I think it's next month, if I'm not mistaken, in July. All right. Which Lord's will watch that movie, but the Lord literally put it in the minds of these Edomites to produce this technology. All right, and he created the smith. Read it again, Baba Kashan.
Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
Yep, and that bloweth the coals in the fire is coming up with that nuclear technology.
Yep. That bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yep.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yep, an instrument for his work. All right, and what is that instrument? Those thermonuclear bombs.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
because that's the only thing they can do is destroy.
Yep.
That's their only purpose, is to destroy. You know, and with it, Oppenheimer, he had like a famous quote when he made the nuclear or the atomic?
I think it was atomic at that time.
Yeah, but he had like a quote somewhere along the lines where he said like, you know, he's responsible, or like he's like,
yeah, I've become the harbinger of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, which that's Esau. The Lord used Esau to do it because, you know, that's his blessing is the sword.
Yeah, that's his blessing, the sword. And this devil, I don't know if it's going to go into that movie, but I heard that basically they said there was a chance to where when they were creating the atomic bomb, that it could have set off a chain reaction and basically blew up the whole world. But Esau just said, fuck it. You know, it created it anyways, you know.
Yeah,
but it was like,
anyway.
Took that risk, bro. Esau's he's a demon.
Yeah, because first and foremost, Esau know he shouldn't be fooling around like that with that shit.
Yeah.
And then he get to a point where he's like, oh shit, we can kill everyone.
Yeah.
And they just say,
fuck it. Oh shit.
That
Esau gotta go.
Devil, man.
Yeah, Esau gotta go.
Fucking devil, man. That's how you know. Even see that attitude is Esau. He knows the prophecies and he knows, you know, that this is the truth. But he's still gonna try to do his enterprise anyway, man.
Yeah.
Same spirit, man. He's just gonna go out and throw the kitchen sink at you. But yeah, I'll read that again. Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah.
You know, going into how the brother was saying, you know, the Lord is in control of this, man. You know, because the Lord, he created the scientists and put the spirit, like the brother said, on them to make this. But on a deeper level, you know, the people that created, like Oppenheimer, for example, all right, he progenitor of the atomic bomb. That means the Lord knew his role in the earth before, you know, the Lord put that man's spirit into a body, man. And his whole life was, you know, centered around him making the new atomic bomb, man. So, you know, that just shows you a testament to the Lord's power, man. You know, that these missiles are truly the Lord's weapon, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, these leaders that are sitting at a high pinnacle, who put them there? The Lord did, man. So, you know, the Lord is really orchestrating this thing, man. And when the missiles go off, you know, they're gonna do one thing, man: destroy Babylon.
Yep.
You got the
Yep.
That was it on this precept.
Yeah. Let me grab this real quick.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 50, and I'll start at verse 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai." And all those who bend the bow is all those who have nuclear capabilities. All right, so even America's so-called allies, well, the scriptures say, what is it? The beast shall hate the whore. You know, so there's going to be a time where we're going to see even America's allies shooting over here in America, shooting those nukes over here in America. All right. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. And that's how much the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is against this place, America. All right. He's going to cause America's own allies to destroy it.
Yep.
All right. But it says, shout against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, do unto her. All right, so this is the Lord's vengeance. So, and his vengeance is going to be total nuclear annihilation over here in the land of America.
Yep.
All right, it's going to be headed by Russia, which we went into it as the modern day Medes. But all these who have nuclear capabilities are going to end up destroying this place.
And we're seeing that with the BRICS nation. You know, Russia, China, and all these nations that are like joining on. You know, eventually NATO is going to break up, and then those countries that was a part of NATO, they're going to join the BRICS. You know, and America is going to be isolated right along with that land of Israel over there, because you know Iran, they want a piece of them Israelis over there. All right, but America and Israel is finna be isolated on a world stage, man. You know, and then that's when, see, the Lord, that's part of prophecy too. These other nations joining, you know, Russia and China and the BRICS. You know, the 10 whores shall, like the brother brought it up, the 10 whores shall, the 10 horns shall hate the whore. That's major prophecy, you know, and that could happen, you know, within this year, next year, you know, soon to come. That's going to take place. And what is that going to do? That's going to speed up World War III. That's going to cause Esau to do a draft, you know, send everybody they got out there, man, you know. So, you know, prophecy is only going to, you know, forward itself. Like a lot of things is going to be happening at a fast rate, you know, because a lot has to be fulfilled before Yahushua returns, man. You know, and when Yahushua returns, he's going to return at the peak of World War III. You know, the Lord's going to show up and deliver the elect right when the missiles is getting shot off in the air.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's the spirit, brothers. If we're going into that, like, that's true salvation, because you got a lot of so-called Christians saying that they're saved already. And what are you saved from? All right, hey, the true salvation comes when that second death is well, in the midst of that second death.
Yep.
All right, the elect are going to be beamed out of it, and that second death is thermonuclear destruction. But I'm gonna jump down, because you mentioned those are the Lord's weapons. It's Jeremiah 50:22. It says, a sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And this is going to be a great fall. All right, here it is. Well, we read it. It was the beauty of the Chaldeans. All right, hey, America's that so-called bright, shining star, all right, amongst these nations, so to speak. All right, everybody wants to come to America. All right, America is the example of capitalism, how to make money. All right, how to be the big bad bully. All right, the world police.
Pride.
Yeah, but how is it become a desolation? Well, by the Lord setting up this place to be destroyed. All right, with thermonuclear destruction. Verse 24, it says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. All right, and this is all this place does, is strive against the Lord. I mean, look what's going out now. All right, the whole, you know, the transformer agenda. All right, it's just getting more left more against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Pride Month or whatever.
Yeah,
that's them proclaiming a fucking, you know, holiday. You know, they're hollowing a day for wickedness, man, or a month.
Yep. And there's no coincidence why we read earlier, this place is going to be destroyed just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Because they're doing, like the brother mentioned it earlier, they're doing more and more wickedness than Sodom and Gomorrah, but the same things. All right, so it's going to be utterly destroyed.
That's that striving.
Because
Esau knows, and they see the chariots and all that stuff, but they're still going full, you know, steam ahead.
And you know, that persecution of the Lord's elect is about to happen too. I mean, it's already here, you know. But like you mentioned pride earlier, hey, pride goeth before destruction.
That's right.
It says verse 25, the Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. All right, so this is the Lord's weapons. The Lord has created the smith, all right, to bring forth his weapons. Okay, these are the weapons of his indignation, that righteous hatred, all right, that righteous judgment for this place.
It said the armory.
Yep.
You know, so all them missiles that in them silos that, you know, Russia, China, all these nations, they, you know, they got storage places for all these heaps of missiles that are stored. You know, that's the Lord's armory right there.
Yep. Quick precept. This Revelations 9 and 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. All right. And when you read on, well, we'll read it. It says 200 million, which is those 200 million warheads that are going to be over here in America to destroy it.
Yep.
It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Those are those warheads. All right. By these there was the third part of men killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. All right. And I believe that third part is the sons of the wicked, right?
Yep. Esau, Edom. So going into the missiles, man.
Yep.
That's the reason why there's been a nuclear arms race for all these years. It's because the Lord is you know, meeting that measure that's written in the scripture, the 200 million nuclear warheads.
And it says, verse 19, it says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails. Because you got the warhead, all right, the head, the mouth, but then you got the missile, all right, which, you know, projects it, makes it fly, all right, the hypersonic missiles.
Yep. All
right. It says the power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. Hey, that's gonna be a lot of hurt. 200 million warheads worth of hurt coming to this place. Now, if you just picture that many nukes coming over here in America is gonna utterly destroy it. I mean, hell, they said what one of those warheads could destroy the country the size of France. So you only need a handful of nukes to destroy this place. But the Lord has an ought against this place, all right? And he has a righteous hatred to where he's going to send 200 million, all right? Talk about overkill.
and you know, even if, you know, let's just say, for instance, even if Esau didn't want to shoot all the missiles, right? Let's say Russia didn't want to shoot all the missiles. Well, the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to shoot them all the missiles, to empty out all the missiles that they got on America. According to prophecy, you know, and the Lord can do that because it show you on that movie X-Men, the Apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
How they was like possessed and they all just pushed the button. And on top of that, you know, there's accounts where the chariots, they started the nuclear countdown.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
You know, and then they can let off the missiles. The chariots could do it.
Yeah. Which goes to show you these are the Lord's weapons. All right. So Esau don't have no control of them. Once the Lord wants them to pop off, hey, he's either gonna put the spirit on Esau to do it, or he could just have the angels do it in the chariots. You know,
it's through. Either way, America's done.
Yep.
You know, World War III is you know, directly. The reason why World War III is taking place is to destroy America, and then to have all the armies in one place for Yahushua to come and take them all out at once. You know, so the Lord is the ultimate man of war, man.
Yeah.
And in war is ultimate strategy.
Yep. You know, and see, you know, this is why, you know, we push the prophecies and, you know, we try and Lord's will we're of that number, because we don't want to get caught up in this destruction. All right, knowing what the Lord is going to do to this place. All right, that's why the scriptures talk about departing. All right. But I got this. Oh, you got something?
You can read that one.
All right, real quick. This is Malachi 4:1, and it says, final admonition, all right, or the coming day of judgment. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. All right, and the elder, Quanawa from our camp, he goes into it. It's not one of those regular ovens. All right, it's those old school ancient ovens that get super hot, you know. It says, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, hey, there goes that pride again. Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up. And we read it, what was it in Jeremiah, that the Lord was going to stir up the Medes, and they're not going to regard anybody, even women with children.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So hey, all these people over here that get caught up in this destruction are going to be burnt up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it says all they that do wickedly, so they were wicked. All right. Ultimately, well, it tells you in Revelation the 14th chapter that they were with the system.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They took the MOTB. They wanted Esau to rule over them. So hey, they were wicked.
They was with the LGBT.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They were with the striving against the Lord. It says, all they that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Done out there.
Yep.
Neither root nor branch. So the whole infrastructure of America is going to be rooted up. Like there's going to be no artifacts of America in the kingdom. You know, you're not going to be able to come here and then dig up, ancient Mercedes that was just covered in dirt.
Yeah.
Now everything's going to be totally obliterated. You know, the Lord's going to make sure there's no remembrance. Well, the scriptures speak about the line of confusion.
Yep.
You're not going to know where California ended and fucking, the next state starts.
Yeah.
You know, it's all going to be just a pile of just dirt, dunes. You know, it's going to be through.
Yep. And the scriptures say that smoke's going to be going up for a while.
Yeah.
You know, this place is going to be burning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You got it.
I was going to say, hey, there ain't going to be no water pipes, no sewer systems, no bunkers. Because even any type of bunkers that are here, those are all going to be destroyed.
Yep.
Well, we read it, 200 million nukes. All right, so nothing's going to be able to withstand any of those nukes here in America.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those missiles, when you go into the scriptures, it tell you that the missiles is going to make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. So when the missiles hit, there's going to be an earthquake like no other. You know, the earthquake is probably going to be lasting for like days or weeks or something. Just the earth constantly just
rocking.
And there's going to be people on the earth too, outside of America, that survive. You know, and they're going to have to deal with that hell.
Yeah.
You know, they're all going to be, radiated and stuff through.
Oh man.
The elect going to be up in the chambers though, in the chariot.
Yeah.
With Yahushua in the air, looking down on the earth and America being on fire.
What does it say? Only with thine eyes shall you behold the reward of the wicked.
Yep.
Something like that, roughly paraphrasing.
Psalm 91.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
You done on that?
Yeah, I was done on that.
I got Revelations 11, and I can start at 12. It says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
Yep. So, and that's the elect. All right. And if you can receive it, that cloud, all right, is talking about the fathership. All right. So-called UFOs. So-called UFO. And that's the spirit, because you have this whole, which probably a psyop, going out with those so-called aliens that are touching down, which, I believe that Esau's just trying to control the narrative, who knows. But
that could be another phase in Project Blue Beam.
Blue Beam, But we know it's not no weird ass creatures in the UFOs. The angels are in those, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And Yahushua is coming back in that. And that's going to be the chariots of salvation. That's how the elect are going to get up out of here.
That's right.
That's
how the elect is going to escape the nuclear destruction.
Yep.
It says, come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, so while the elect are going up, everybody else who's still on earth, they're going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, the scriptures say the strangeness of their salvation. Why is it going to be strange? Because these people never seen somebody getting so-called abducted. But here it is, you're going to have a handful of Jakes here, there, in every different city getting beamed up while the nuke's coming down.
Mm-hmm.
So these people are going to be bugging out.
Yeah, that just like that, it reminded me of that commercial.
Yeah, the what was it? Was it a Nike commercial or something?
Yeah, it was like a Nike commercial or like a Foot Locker commercial.
Oh yeah, that was the Foot Locker.
and it was like the best day ever or something. And it was like the end of the world. Like all hell broke loose and everything. And then the chariot showed up, and in the midst of all hell breaking loose, you got the Jake getting beamed up into a chariot.
Yeah.
You know, that just show you this devil knows, man.
Yeah.
You was gonna say something?
No. Yeah.
God, I'll continue. But here's the judgment though. Verse 13, in the same hour was there a great earthquake that's caused by the missiles.
Yeah.
And the 10th part of the city fell. Was that speaking of America?
Yeah. What is it? The zip codes? I think it goes all the way up to 0 to 9.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, 10 altogether.
Yeah.
It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. Which that's just a complete number. And that just everybody that's left on the soils of Babylon, that complete number is going to be destroyed. You know, there's not going to be nobody, you know, that survives the second death. All right, in America, man. The only ones that's going to survive is in the chariot, which you got to be part of the elect. So I'm gonna continue to read.
Salak too, and also I believe that 10th part they got the 10 FEMA zones.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, I
was thinking about that. You know, just pretty much let you know that this is speaking of
America,
Babylon.
Yep. So
we continue to read, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
Yeah, because hey, that's how. Well, the scriptures say the elect shall scarcely be saved. So by the skin of their teeth, all right. So they're gonna be in those chariots, sweating.
You never know. Like the tractor beam might come down upon you, and then that destroying wind could just hit. But then you're seeing outside of the tractor beam, like the wind just going past you.
Yeah.
And then you get beamed up. You know.
You might just feel the hot air is coming, and then you beam up.
There's a little bit more. Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yep, and that second woe is talking about World War II, and the third woe is World War III. And it's already popping off over there in Ukraine and Russia. All right, but you can see how NATO's involved. All right, you can see how Russia is gaining all these alliances. There's no coincidence why, you know, there's these different factions forming and alliances forming with, you know, the BRICS nations, and you know, it's all going to lead to World War III. You know, and then the cherry on top is going to be the missiles destroying this place. You know, because it's I'll grab it. What is it? Confused noise. You know, because these nations aren't going to be, you know, going guerrilla warfare anymore. You know. The Lord's just gonna put the spirit on them to pop off.
Yep.
You know,
it tell you that America is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. You know, so this modern way of warfare with these missiles, that's gonna be the fastest war, man.
Yep. Real quick, this is Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood," and that's how it. You know, even modern days. You know, it's what's even happening there in Ukraine. You know, you got guns going off, but even in the ancient warfare, you had the swords. All right, even to modern day, you got the guerrilla gun warfare. All right, but it says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." All right, and that burning and fuel of fire is the nukes. Okay, so when things get popped off, all right, it's not gonna be long for this place just to be destroyed. All right, they're not gonna be losing, you know, hundreds of thousands, millions of people like it was in World War II. You know, these nations are going to be like the hell with that, and we're just going to destroy the problem, America.
And America is indeed the problem of the earth right now.
Yep.
You know, all these nations, they're tired of America pushing that weird vibration in their countries, man. And we know we were saying that weird vibration, man. You know, they pushing that shit heavy. What was it? Was it Africa? I believe it was one of those countries where they was like, man, we're putting the laws against, you know, the alphabet.
Yeah, it was one of those African countries. I forgot which one. But the president came and I was like, nah, yeah, we ain't taking that.
Yeah, so these other nations, they ain't dealing with America, man. They want America out the way, you know, because really they want to be the new superpower. But Yahweh Shai is coming back to overdo all that, man. To put down all the enemies of Yahweh Shai, man. You heathen nations, Esau. All right, 2/3 of Israel.
Yeah, and that's why that's why even America's allies are going to be against them. Since we quoted, I'm just going to read it. Revelation 17:16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore." And the modern day 10 horns is going into the EU nations.
Mm-hmm.
It says shall hate the whore, and the whore is talking about America. All right now you have, a lot of these EU nations are part of NATO. Okay, so they're kind of buddy. All right, but hey, you can see how it's getting set up for these nations to hate the whore, because like look what happened America did to its ally Germany.
Yeah.
All right, they destroyed the Nord Stream 2, and everybody knows it's America.
Mm-hmm.
But that supply line supplies fuel to Germany. All right, so come this winter time, when a lot of their people are dying, which there was that article that came out the other day, a lot of these people ain't with America. They're not with the whole war in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to cause these nations to get riled up.
Yep.
All right,
and on top of that, America is a laughing stock, because the leader of America, the king of Babylon, all right, Biden, is just a fucking laughing stock, man.
Yeah.
So these nations, they're like, oh yeah, America is primed for the taking.
It was funny. It's a side note. There's that video that Biden came out. He was with the Prime Minister of India, and they had the Indian national anthem going on, and Biden had his hand on his heart like it was the American national anthem, and then he's like, after a minute or two, he slowly tries to put his hand down, and they got it all on video.
Yeah.
He's fucking through, man. He's a laughing stock.
He don't know what the fuck going on.
I know, he's through. But it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire."
There you go, man. Those missiles, man. Mm-hmm. They're gonna partake right along with Russia, China, and Iran, man, and these other nations. All right, America's own allies. So that's pretty much what we got to look forward to too, because this prophecy has yet to come to pass. So, we're looking forward to seeing these other nations join on board and set themselves in array against Babylon, like the scriptures say, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, we got to look forward to the draft.
Yep.
Because if America's isolated, then that's going to open the doors for them to be like, okay, we need everybody. We need all the boots on the ground.
Yep. Well, the Lord said he's going to gather the armies in the valley of Yehoshaphat.
Yep.
He's going to judge those armies there.
A lot of niggas is finna get shipped over there too.
Yep.
A lot of Jake that want to be joined in the Esau's, his army and stuff, his military.
Mm-hmm.
They going to get shipped over there.
It's going to be judgment.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I had though.
I'll finish it off on this.
Okay.
This is Zechariah 14:12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth."
Man.
That's what's coming. All right, that's that plague. That's that second death. All right, and a good visual for that, brothers always bring this out, is Terminator 2.
Yep.
All right, where Sarah Connor's on the fence. All right, and she has that dream, and then the nuke goes off, and she just literally just melts. All right, that's literally what's coming to this place.
Yep. And those missiles, that's a direct judgment from receiving the MOTB, man.
Yeah.
Because the MOTB has to be administered first, then the destruction, then the missiles come. So that's a direct judgment, But the elect is going to, dodge through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. They're going to dodge the jab, or the MOTB, the subdermal device, and then they're going to dodge the missiles, man.
Yeah. Let me just finish off on this real quick. So like it says, a new heaven and earth. It says 2 Peter 3:10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's going to come to a thief in the night for these people who are on their watch, because it tells you in, what is that, the book of Thessalonians, I believe,
Yep.
that we're not in need because we're on our watch. It's not going to overtake us like a thief.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're hastening the day. We're hastening these things to come, because once these things come, hey, that's how much faster the kingdom will come.
That's right.
It says, the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, and that great noise is these bombs going off. All right, and it's that heat, that nuclear heat, able to melt even all the way up into the elements. All right, that's why there's not going to be anything recognizable over here.
Yep. Well, I remember I looked up radiation, and then pretty much radiation is like cells that are destroyed on a cellular level.
Yeah.
Like, so, that's the elements melting with heat. You got that.
Yep. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right. So everything here in America is about to be burned up. It says, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right. And so what is our conduct? What are we doing? What are we about? Knowing that these nukes are coming, how are we supposed to live our lives? All right. And what are we supposed to do? Well, we're supposed to be searching the Lord. Yeah. All right. We're supposed to be repentant. Okay. We're supposed to be helping the ministry and hastening the, well, like it says in verse 12, it says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of our power, wherein the heavens shall, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, and that's the point. All right, we're hastening the day. We know these things are coming, and we don't want to get caught up in this destruction. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I got one more. Ephesians 5:17. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Yeah. Hey, not unwise. Well, scripture says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. All right.
But the simple pass on and are punished.
So you being simple, you believe in everything that Esau is telling you, you believe in his system, well, you're going to be punished. But those who are prudent, those who are wise, all right, are going to be seeking the Lord. All right. They're going to be seeking salvation. Okay.
And they're going to understand what the perfect, the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is. Because then you got a lot of Israelites, but they don't understand, what the Lord is doing.
Yeah.
Because if they did understand, they wouldn't be trying to build a community within their captivity, or they wouldn't be in a party spirit.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. Understanding the prophecies is understanding the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we read it like in 2 Peter. I mean, if you truly have the understanding and you know that the Lord is about to destroy this place, how can you be partying here? All right, how can you be looking to have fun? All right, hey, this place is about to be destroyed. We're trying to get the hell up out of here. Yeah.
Like the brother just brought out, we got to be in that spirit of hastening.
Yep.
A lot of the Lord making moves. Every day the Lord is making moves, man. And like these prophecies, like the apostles say, man, these prophecies are supposed to excite you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to invigorate you. Because that's truly hastening, man.
Yeah.
And we want the destruction to come because it gotta come.
Yeah. And rightfully so. This place is fucked up, man. America's is done.
It's
hell. We went into that lesson, last time. Hey, there's something better, and that's the kingdom. This place is polluted. All right, it's getting more and more just wicked left. All right, every time, if you're truly on your watch, you'll see that this place is just corrupt. All right, and it's in need of new rulership. It's in need of a renewing. All right, it's in need of cleansing. All right, and fire is a cleansing agent.
That's right.
So,
hey, man, like the title of the lesson is, what was it?
I forgot, what, the fire is coming, or something like that.
There's a fire coming. All right, so we have to be aware.
Yeah.
So any last words?
That's it.
What you got?
Yeah. Hey, so Lord's will. This was edifying. All right. Hey, this fire is coming. This destruction is coming, and you know there's only one way out, and that's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
All right, hey Lord, again, once again, Lord's with us was edifying. We want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and Abba Ball.
Shalom and a ball.